My name is Javier Estevez, and I'm from Staten Island, New York.
Hi, my name is Omar Estevez. I'm from Staten Island, New York City.
I'm a retired New York City police officer. I was heavily involved in the World Trade Center rescue search operations. And during that time, with all the toxins that were coming down, I was inhaling them. OSHA did not give us the mask for possibly about a week, 2 weeks. I was there about 4 months. After that time, after I hadn't had symptoms until 2003, when after chasing my daughters, they were young, I just fell down. I stopped breathing. I didn't know what it was. I went to get tested, several doctors. They said it was the flu, it was a virus, it was different things. And then after seeing one particular pulmonologist from the police department, he said that I had something different. He didn't know what it was, basically. So I had to go to a specialist. That specialist told me that I have pulmonary hypertension first. I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis 2003. 2011, I got diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension. In that process, I was told I will need a pair of brand new lungs because they're failing right now.
Similar story, except I worked for the United States Federal Courthouse, where Bernie Madoff, the guy with the mortgage bond, that's where I worked at. And at the time, all I used to see is white dust coming during the 9/11 attacks. And as I was actually going home one day, I noticed that I was having a hard time breathing. I also didn't have masks. And then when I seen the fire department, I asked them, hey, why you guys have these gas masks? And he says, all the toxins in the air. So why do they wind up giving me this like envelope? Or they tell me to use a napkin to breathe. So I started finding out with other people that something was wrong in the air. So eventually I told my brother, I don't know why I'm having problems breathing. I went to see a specialist also, but this specialist took a long time for him to actually diagnose me. They all said that it was asthma, and all they kept on giving me were these inhalers, powder inhalers. And then one day I said, now my heart begins to hurt. Anyway, long story short, first is 2005, sarcoid. 2014, which was only 2 years ago, then they said pulmonary hypertension. I did a right heart catheterization, and that's what it wound up to be, pulmonary hypertension.
Never saw it coming, didn't understand it one bit, and not much of explanation either from the pulmonologist.
Yeah, you would think that, being that we live in New York City, supposedly the capital of the world, you have a great deal of information, and I'm sure that they do have it. But at the time, like the doctors we went to them, it seemed like there was no even pamphlets, nothing. All they kept on saying asthma, flu symptoms, virus. It turned out to be a whole lot more than what they were saying.
2007 is basically when I was feeling the worst. I was off by 4 or 5 years off my 20-year retirement, and I told the doctor I have to keep on going. I have a family, I have 2 young children, and I want to make sure I finish my 20-year career in order to get the best pension possible, And he says, I'm sorry, you can't work ever again. I pushed myself. I make sure I finish my 20 years. And I did in 2011. I completely finished, and I was done, signed my papers, and off I left, Very happy person. I'm still very, very happy, and I can't believe I'm still here.
Unfortunately for me, I still continue to struggle. I'm still working. I have a family to feed, a house to pay, and it's been very depressing, if you will. I really don't talk too much about it because, us men, we're always told to be the breadwinners. We are originally from Honduras. We worked when we were since 7 years old. As we came here to the States, we also worked. And like most kids, when they go off on school vacation, They say they're going to the Boy Scouts, this and that. My brother and I worked in the fall. We rake leaves. In the winter, we shovel snow. We save that money, but we travel out of the country. So the kids could stay here in the Boy Scouts. We were to France, Germany. So we enjoy that. But unfortunately now the doctor tells me, Omar, not everybody gets to finish the race, and you may be one of those people. So it says you have to really consider about going out on disability. And it may be this year or possibly next year. I have no other choice.
Through the internet and through all these media, the world has become much smaller, and you're able to reach out to those individuals that are going through the same conditions and ailments and illnesses and all the symptoms that you're going through. They go through it not on a daily basis, but they're going through it. So
Men have our own issues, and we like to be in control of things. When somebody, you do this all your life, you get dressed, you brush your teeth, all of this. When that stops and somebody has to do it for you, it's very tough on, self, There's issues that we don't like to talk about, and that's basically intimacy, issues with the medicines that they give us and whatnot. Sometimes, your day could be a very charging one. 10 minutes later, it could be you're on the floor.
I became aware of Caring Voice Coalition, great group of people. They assist people with different type of illnesses. They also assist with financially with regards to medication, which it's very important. They reach out to you support-wise, have questions for disability, for medical questions. There's doctor on board. Actually, he's downstairs too, Dr. Robert Mayfield, great guy. And I was involved through them, through a friend of mine. I became active with them. Right now I'm active with them. I want to get more people involved with Caring Voice Coalition. Great organization that's willing to help our patients like myself and others. But I became involved with them because I wanted to help others the same way that they reached out to me. I want to just pay it forward the same way that they've done for me. I want to do the right thing and pay it forward for others.
I feel that when you don't speak up or you're blind, you're not going to make an issue out of it. You're basically just shutting up, and you don't want no one to hear you. But the louder you speak, people will hear you. And if our politicians would see people like me crying and shouting at their offices, something is going to happen. If I just stay home and watch TV and just relax and don't do anything, then the next generation is not going to benefit from me. So, okay, fine, I'm willing to be the guinea pig. But you know what? That person from behind me is not going to suffer what I went through. It's like our dads used to say, I came to this country to do something not for me, but for you. So you have that opportunity to leap ahead and become something that I wasn't able to make.
I'm Javier Estevez, and I'm aware that I'm rare.
And my name is Omar Estevez, and I'm aware that I am rare.